Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Base Lightning here, and just giving you all a weight modding update with my weight reduction experiments this summer. Basically, I brought the car back to about 85% stock, and got a road trip coming up here pretty soon. Need the creature comforts, man. You know, you can't not have my stereo in here, my tunes. Can't, have the trunk stripped out. I did leave the side panels out and the top and the back, but I put down the cargo mat that sits in the middle so we can put things in there. So I put back in about 20 pounds back in, give or take, which is fine. I mean, I'm not worried about ET when I'm on a road trip, you know what I'm saying? I'm more into creature comforts when that happens, especially when the family's in the car. I use this car for a lot more than just street muscle. It's my everyday driver through muscle car season, so absolutely need to figure that into your equation. I did toast a panel in the rear window panel there, dash panel, so I'm gonna have to replace that, and Lord knows how much that's going to be, because it's a dealer part. It's probably going to be like $100, so live and learn. So always do your weight modding so that you can return it back to stock for situations like this. If you're using the car for more than just taking it to the drag strip or just, your pleasure toy going around running numbers, then you need to be able to put it back to stock, or just don't do the weight modding to begin with, But it is a cheap way to get a little more performance out of your muscle car than bolt-ons and tuning. A lot cheaper, like free. So, but just be careful. Live and learn. You make mistakes and you learn from them. Next time I do it, I just gotta be more careful with the panels so that I don't, so I don't ruin them. I have to replace them if you're going back to stock. So. So I'm just got the octopus cam hooked up. It kind of moves around a little bit. I've said that before, but it works really good. I can attach it to just about anything. In this case, right near the steering wheel here, so it kind of moves with the steering wheel. A lot of traffic out today, but it's summertime, so what are you gonna do? Get a little more, give you a little more sugar here, so. Alright. I'm gonna head down this way. It's one of my favorite driving routes. Heads through Westford, Vermont. Not sure how great this will be in the winter time, but I don't drive this in the winter anyways, so. So, in continuing my discussion with weight reduction modding, I was able to put the car back to stock within about an hour and a half. I had to play around with some hardware. I misplaced some of the right screws, which I still have to put in the back. Rear speakers, the wrong screws that are in there. The weights of the magnet are keeping them on the tray, but I got to get the right screws, so I may have to refit at the hardware store if I can't find. I could have sworn I put them all in the same hardware bag, but apparently not, because I tried two different sets and they're both not the right size. So you can see the little issues that you run into doing this type of thing, But I had a lot of fun running numbers and everything. I know I only gave you guys a 0 to 60. I didn't have time to go out and film the other stuff, but running in the high 11/8, that's pretty good for a quarter mile. And that's really good for stock tune with street radials. I would say that's excellent, under 12 seconds. So be able to do that. My 0 to 60, I posted before. That was on the video 3.9. You know, that's a really good. Actually, I'm very happy with that number. I'm under 4 seconds with the weight reduction modding. I'm probably back to 4 seconds now because I'm back to almost full weight. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm not running numbers if I'm going road trip, so not really worried about it. It just goes from street muscle beast to touring cruiser, you know. So yeah, so that's basically it. I ran the 0 to 60 and the quarter mile. I didn't bother with the 1/8 mile because I already know that I was probably right around the same time, a little bit, only about almost a half a tenth faster on that. I didn't run it to actually know, but if I'm that much faster on the quarter mile, I know that the 1/8 mile will be about the same. So yeah, octopus mount moves around a bit. It's getting a little squirrely. I don't know if I tighten down the mount adjuster, but that's okay. Nice day for a little cruise here. I just figured I'd do some narrative and a little driving. Bring you all along for the ride. Not going too crazy here, but it's more of a narrative topic than actual just driving. So yeah, I'm still driving in track mode, still running my BF Goodrich Comp 2s at around 34 pounds. Now that varies because when the temperatures change, the pressure kind of goes up and down a little bit. So, you know, I fill them at 32, but they tend to fluctuate, or sorry, I fill them at 34, but they'll drop down to 32 and they'll go up to 34, 35, depending on temperature. I noticed that the pressures vary a little bit, which is kind of weird, but every vehicle I've ever had has done that same thing, so it's kind of how tire pressure goes. So yeah, run them at, you know, 34 pounds. If you're going to be running times, you know, take the rear tires and lower them down to, you know, like 25, something like that. That's what I do anyways. I'm sure drag racers go down lower than that, probably like 18, you know. Problem is once you go below 30 pounds is your tire sensor goes off, so it's a little bit of a pain, but it will give you more grip if you lower the tire pressure in the rear and keep the forward tire pressure, you know, the fronts up good. So that's about it for the updates, really. I don't know which other information to bring forward. Just bringing the car back to about 85% stock. Door panels are back on. Speakers are back in. Just the rear trunk mat is back in. You know, the cargo mat. And you know, I'm back to close to full weight, factory stock weight, which is fine. It's fine. I'm still running good numbers. You know, I just wanted to see how much I could shave off with, you know, with doing some weight reduction modding. If you look at Scavenger 1320, he's probably the best example of that. However, that's a dedicated race car. You know, he's turned his 1320 Scat into a, you know, his car into a dedicated race car, sometimes trailer to track, other times he drives, you know. That's not what I'm doing here. You know, this is everyday driver for me, so a little different. I just did some light reduction. He has his stripped down to almost nothing, you know, so. But high 10s can be achieved if you do that. He's proven it. He's got it right on his videos. You can run a 10.9, and that's, if you do the weight reduction he does, he stripped out about 560 pounds out of the car. That's a lot of weight reduction. I mean, he's taken everything out, you know, except for the very basic, you know, guts of the car. So, you know, you can achieve it, and it don't cost you anything other than the racing battery. The racing battery is $600 to $2,000 depending on which one you get. The Brailleys are around $600 for the kit, or the X Power, they're around $900 with the kit, and then they go up from there too. So that's about it. Thanks for joining me. Street Muscle Diaries, giving you the update, and I'll probably get some kind of footage when I go over to the road trip here in a couple weeks, and some other various footage of me. I'm just cruising around. I've already run some times. I'm not going to get too in depth with that because I'm not that obsessed with numbers. And that's about it. We will catch you all on the next one, and Base Lightning is out.